you see.
Kirkland has been trying for almost 20 seconds to land a punch, and he don't know where Molina's head is going to be at. Molina is giving him a position, taking it away from him, moving again, and Kirkland being slow in all of these muscles can't get his punches out fast enough. Molina's fight very smart, land 1 or 2 clean punches and head movement, and Kirkland can't keep up with it.
Right, well, good right hand by Molina. Well, while Molina's moving his upper body and therefore his head.
Kirkland is clinching.
Molina's body is there, and Kirkland's not going to that effect.
Good left hook by Molina.
He's hitting,
and another left hook.
Pushing him with his shoulders, hitting him and bumping him.
And now he's clamped Kirkland's right arm again, and he breaks away and body shots it.
Molina landing the harder shots here.
Oh, he's just working Kirkland.
He's landing the punches for the most part. Kirkland isn't landing them. He's looking very strong and ineffective aggression.
And because Molina's pushing him back on his heels, Kirkland is standing straight up, has no leverage on his punches, and is just a short target.
Look, you standing up right in front of that son of a bitch. You can't stand up, you following him. Cut him off. Don't stand right, and you standing right there, and all he doing is coming in and catching you. And you making it an easy fight for him. You just following right behind him. He throw you right there for him to hit. You got to put some aim.
Adentro, cabeceamele y moviéndote. Try to get that balance.
Gotta move your head.
Porque la está teniendo afuera. Te está quedando afuera balance.
Because he's off balance. You're off balance, right?
Your legs are, you're a little bit out of it.
Just settle down. Same thing. Beat him with your brain. Watch that body. Back to the head, just like you do it. You're looking damn good there, Chief. Just keep that up.
They're more or less dispensing with the jab now. You saw the power punch numbers in that round. Kirkland landing 16 out of 48. They weren't all that powerful. Molina 19 out of 44, and some of them were ripping left hooks and straight right hand shots down the stretch. Harold Letterman has seen Carlos Molina winning every round so far. He comes originally from Appleton, Wisconsin. Didn't have much of an amateur career at all. Moved from Appleton to Chicago so that he could be in the Chicago gym scene and face better sparring partners. It has paid off for him. We mentioned the 4 losses. Twice he was put in with Julio Cesar Chavez as an opponent. Got a draw and a loss. He believes he won both fights.
The only non-win on Chavez's record.
There's a good hard left hand by Kirkland and a right hook. James seems to be coming alive just a little bit. Lands a straight left hand. Molina backing up into the ropes. Gets a left hook in, does Carlos Molina. But James Kirkland started to come alive just a little bit.
Break. James.
Is he doing anything differently, Emmanuel?
No, he's fighting with a lot more anxiety and intensity. But I think that Ed Wolf is stimulating. But at all the times, even though he's being outpointed, he's always looked to me determined and physically strong and in condition. He's never shown fatigue.
Left hook was a glancing blow, but the kind of punch that scores. There he goes, walking Kirkland back into the corner.
Molina does that very effectively, and the referee never catches him on how he does that.
Well, it's one thing to tie a guy up and let him bully you around. It's another thing to tie him up and push him back as part of an offensive strategy. And I think Molina is doing the latter.
Either Molina has a brilliant fight plan, or he fights in the ideal style for where Kirkland is tonight. Or it's a little of both.
It's a little bit of both, and then Kirkland still can't find a solid target. He cannot land more than 3 or 4 punches usually around. Molina's very good with his upper body movement and his anticipation of what punch is going to come.
And Ann Wolf was very clear about that yesterday in our meeting with James Kirkland, pointing out, she said, look, a lot of guys bother you with foot movement. This guy moves his foot and his upper body at the same time, and that's not easy for a fighter to follow.
Look, Chavez Jr. fought Molina twice. A lot of people think he still hasn't beaten him. Erislandy Lara's a slick southpaw. They fought to a draw. A lot of people think Molina won there. Molina beat up Kermit Cintron, won most of the rounds, and he's beating James Kirkland with a 6-fight amateur background.
You know what most people don't realize is the big background in the amateurs of Kirkland. Kirkland had never about 40-some fights.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Molina may be more of a special kind of fighter than we realize due to circumstances.
Still to come tonight in our main event, Erik Morales. Is he fading finally in the latter stages of his second career? We'll tell you what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. It was not good for Morales. The opponent, 24-year-old American Danny Garcia. There's room at the top in American boxing. There's room for a star. And this is the beginning of a star-making opportunity for Garcia, whose biggest win was in his last fight over Kendall Holt. Note to boxing editors and the record books, Kendall Holt is not Erik Morales.
3, 4, 5 shots before he tie you up. He throw one funky ass shot and then he tying you up.
Listen, as he's pushing you back, you step around. Step around. And you're going to get him off of you. You understand? You're going to get him off of you.
Medingo, look.
Don't hold it, okay?
Straight right hand for Carlos Molina to begin round 6. Fight is scheduled 12 rounds. Carlos Molina of Chicago in the white trunks, James Kirkland of Austin, Texas in the black. 154-pound weight class. Kirkland, coming off his win over Alfredo Angulo, was regarded as a nascent contender. So far, he's had nothing but trouble with the skilled journeyman, Carlos Molina.
Yeah, even though I think Molina is winning a fight on points, clean, effective blows, it's still very stressful when your guy is so determined the way that Kirkland is.
Boxing,
and he's mentally, he's alert still, meaning Kirkland.
Well, Molina won't let Kirkland take the play away. Whenever Kirkland gets going, Molina answers back, stifles the attack and answers back. Kirkland landing some good short, clean shots in this round, though.
A little short with the uppercut, but landing his straight right hands. The jab. And Molina went through a little bit of an activity drought there.
But Molina would let Kirkland get into an aggressive move, and then Kirkland doesn't look for anything back. And then Molina comes back with those clean punches that catches the judge's eye and wins the rounds. And then he clinches and ties him up after he lands his punches.
Emmanuel, I have a note in my head based on past experiences with him that John Shirley's a good referee. But is Molina getting away with more holding in there than he does?
Yes, he does that very effectively.
There it was. Kirkland landed all those good little shots, and Molina landed one big, obvious right hand that brought a reaction from the crowd.
Body shot by Molina. Kirkland having his best round, but as Max pointed out, big right hand in the center of the round, about 20 seconds to go for Molina.
Stop. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shirley tells Molina not to put Kirkland's head under his arm into the armpit. Good idea. Let's see if that stops him. Now Molina goes with straight right hands to the body.
Well,
three of them in a row.
Is the difference in activity in this round from Kirkland and Molina a sign that we've entered the second half of the fight and Kirkland's stamina and conditioning is starting to tell? Or did Molina just take a little break?
There we go.
Stop. Break. I got it. Well, if Molina chose to try to get some rest in the middle round, he's not the first fighter to do that. Max, you make a good point. The progress of the rest of the fight will tell us exactly what we were seeing in round 6.
Listen.
Step back.
Sit back. Give me this.
Water his head.
You following that man still. When you're using a jab and a feint, you got to throw more than one shot. He gonna make you miss. You standing straight up in front of him. You cannot stand right up in front of him. You got to move your head even after you throw because you don't know where he coming. Okay. Use your jab. Throw more than one shot. When you're on the inside, work that body. And look.
Somebody's got to be on the floor.
What's up? Put it down. And
He's pushing his punches.
All right.
Use the angle.
Let's get those legs a little more
movement
with the legs. Y tirando.
He's sticking his face in her. He's sticking his face in her. Time him with that right hand.
CompuBox numbers through the 6th round. Kirkland 67 out of 217. Molina with an edge in both categories. 97 punches landed, 286 throws, including 21 connects to only 15 for Kirkland in the 6th round. So Molina came on in the last minute of the round. Harold, how do you have it halfway through?
Okay, Jim, I've got it 59-55, 5 rounds to 1, Carlos Molina. Jim, I tell you, I think the guy's frustrating James Kirkland to death. You know, he gets off first, he gets down, Kirkland's punches go over his head, he lands that right hand coming forward. You know, Kirkland can't seem to stop that straight right hand. He comes up with, you know, he gets off first all the time. Every so often he gets some jabs, right hands, goes up, goes down. 5-1, Carlos Molina.
Loose tape on James Kirkland's right glove. They'll take him to the corner to get that fixed.
Both gloves, both gloves.
I thought Kirkland won the last round.
I thought so, Max, also. I thought he won the last round.
And before the bell for this round, he was talking to himself. Come on, come on, come on. He was motivating himself and kind of also talking to Molina like he was raring to go, Kirkland.
That should be good. Thank you. Come in.
Hold on. There we go. The tape is still loose on Kirkland's left glove. There's going to have to be another stoppage in the action.
Ooh, good right hand from Molina.
Kirkland has gone back in this round to throwing one punch at a time.
Let him go.
Molina throwing that right hand repeatedly now to the center of Kirkland's belly. It has become the bread and butter punch for Carlos Molina. They both have loose tape on their gloves. The tape is loose on Molina's right glove and Kirkland's left. It's as though they're fighting with tassels now.
You know, that's why when I work fights, I have a waterproof type of tape. And when Larry Hazard was a commissioner in New Jersey, he made it mandatory that he finish up all rounds with the great duct tape, as we call it, to avoid situations like this. The tape that they have is no good. They need a waterproof tape of some type.
Molina's very good at bodying his opponent off and landing one shot as he pushes him away.
Very smart fighter, Molina.
Let him go, man.
He'll do it again.
Very, very smart.
Pushes Kirkland off, pushes him into the ropes.
Let him go, let him go.
Steps back, throws a straight right or a left hook. This time he moves away. Straight right to the body.
Let him go, let him go.
Well, if Kirkland had generated momentum in the 2 preceding rounds, he didn't really sustain it through that round. Or so it appeared.
He fought when he's so awkward. You got to use your jab, hold your hands in tight, move your head, mix that shit up.
You look at the right hand, stay away from you. Turn that way.
Look, bend your, listen to me. Bend your fucking legs. Get your box game on. You standing straight.
Here you see Molina land a beautiful, clean, precisionally timed right hand. And then right after that, you're going to see shortly him land an uppercut. Mainly the pattern of the fight. Molina landing a lot of the clean, effective punches. Maybe not as strong as Kirkland physically, but landing the punches and then smothering Kirkland before Kirkland can punch back.
And you heard Ann Wolf between rounds. Bend your knees. You better get into your boxing mode or this thing is over.
She said, get your box game on. And I have a lot of respect for Ann Wolf, but I believe in this case, that's an error. I think the